Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Whether you're here for self-help, personal growth, or business inspiration, there's something for everyone. Today, we're exploring Patrick Lencioni's The Five Dysfunctions of a Team, a leadership fable. This book uses a fictional story to explore the pitfalls that can plague even the most talented teams and offers a practical model for overcoming them. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's get started. Our story takes place at Decision Tech, a promising Silicon Valley startup that's fallen from grace. Despite having a dream team of executives, ample funding, and cutting-edge technology, Decision Tech is underperforming. Deadlines are missed, morale is low, and the company culture is riddled with politics. Enter Catherine Peterson, the newly appointed CEO. Catherine's an unconventional choice. She's older than the typical Silicon Valley executive, with a background in traditional industries like automotive manufacturing rather than high tech. But the chairman of the board sees something special in Catherine, a remarkable ability to build high-performing teams. The executive team, or the staff as they're known, is initially skeptical of Catherine. She seems out of place, spending her first weeks observing meetings and interacting with staff instead of making sweeping changes. The only decisive action she takes is scheduling a series of off-site retreats in Napa Valley, a move that further fuels the team's cynicism. Let's take a closer look at the staff. We have Jeff, the former CEO, demoted but still on the board. He's a skilled networker but a weak manager. Then there's Mikey, the marketing genius with a serious attitude problem. Martin, the brilliant but aloof chief technologist, is perpetually glued to his laptop. JR, the head of sales, is charming but unreliable. Carlos, in charge of customer support, is dependable and hardworking, but too quiet. Jan, the CFO, is financially prudent but struggles to collaborate. Finally, there's Nick, the ambitious COO frustrated by the company's stagnation and his own undefined role. He believes he should be CEO. The first offsite begins, and Catherine lays it out. Decision Tech's problem isn't a lack of resources or talent, but a lack of teamwork. She introduces her model of the five dysfunctions, starting with the foundation: absence of trust. Catherine explains that trust, in the context of teamwork, is about vulnerability. Team members must be willing to admit weaknesses and mistakes, ask for help, and offer constructive feedback without fear of reprisal. This immediately sparks resistance, particularly from Mikey, who dismisses the whole exercise as psychobabble. Martin, true to form, keeps his laptop open, highlighting another trust issue: lack of engagement and presence. Catherine addresses Martin's laptop use, setting a ground rule for meetings: be present and participate. She then introduces a personal histories exercise, where each executive shares a few personal details about their background. This simple exercise surprisingly creates a brief moment of connection, but the tension returns as the discussion shifts back to work. Catherine guides the team through personality assessments, including the Myers-Briggs type indicator. While discussing their strengths and weaknesses, Nick admits to being arrogant, Jeff confesses his fear of failure, and Carlos acknowledges his reluctance to speak up. However, Mikey's contribution is superficial, revealing her unwillingness to be vulnerable. Later, she explodes, criticizing the team-building process and further isolating herself. Catherine persists, explaining the final dysfunction: inattention to results. She emphasizes the importance of prioritizing collective team goals over individual egos and departmental agendas. The team struggles to define a single overarching goal, eventually settling on new customer acquisition. As the offsite progresses, Catherine unveils the remaining dysfunctions: fear of conflict, lack of commitment, and avoidance of accountability. She explains how these dysfunctions are interconnected and build upon one another. Fear of conflict stems from a lack of trust, preventing healthy debate. Lack of commitment arises from avoiding conflict, as team members who haven't voiced their opinions won't fully buy into decisions. Finally, avoidance of accountability results from a lack of commitment, as unclear expectations and ambiguous goals make it difficult to hold one another responsible. Back at the office, old habits resurface. Nick proposes an acquisition without consulting Mikey, highlighting the team's ongoing political dynamics and lack of trust. During a heated exchange, Nick insults Catherine's business acumen, leading to a private confrontation where Catherine challenges Nick's commitment to the team. At the next staff meeting, fireworks erupt. Nick publicly apologizes for his behavior and confesses his frustrations, revealing his vulnerability. Then, Catherine drops a bombshell. JR has quit. His departure, seemingly triggered by the team-building process, shakes the group. Some members question the value of the offsites, but others defend the process, arguing that JR was simply afraid of failing. Catherine realizes that team-building isn't a quick fix. She confronts the team about their tendency to confide in their departmental staff rather than prioritize the executive team as their first team. This sparks a discussion about loyalty and the challenges of balancing departmental and executive team responsibilities. The heavy lifting continues. Catherine emphasizes the importance of open communication and addressing difficult issues head-on. She uses a personal story about a past management mistake to illustrate the dangers of tolerating dysfunctional behavior. This resonates with the team and reinforces the need for accountability. At another offsite, the team reviews their progress, acknowledging improvements in trust and conflict, but expressing concerns about accountability. A breakthrough occurs when Martin, the least likely champion of teamwork, pledges to hold his peers accountable, even if it means interpersonal discomfort. 3 months later, Catherine announces that Green Banana, the company Nick wanted to acquire, has made an offer to buy Decision Tech. This unexpected turn of events becomes a defining moment. The team unanimously rejects the offer, demonstrating their newfound commitment to the company and to each other. A year later, Decision Tech is thriving. Sales are up, morale has improved, and the team is functioning more effectively than ever. Catherine makes organizational changes, streamlining her reporting structure to ensure the executive team remains small and agile. When she announces that Jeff will now report to Nick, the team's concern for Jeff's feelings demonstrates their increased empathy and trust. Catherine reveals that the move was Jeff's idea, highlighting his own growth and commitment to the team's success. The book's ultimate message is that building a cohesive, high-performing team isn't about complex theories or intricate strategies. It's about embracing simple principles with unwavering discipline and persistence. By acknowledging their vulnerabilities and working through the 5 dysfunctions, teams can unlock their true potential and achieve extraordinary results. Thanks for watching. Have you read it? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book exploration.